Welcome back to AOH Primetime. Of course, one great thing of many about our program is that we get to bring you really great guests, people doing very interesting things around Akron and Summit County. And our next guest, certainly no exception, Randy Katz is the Vice President of the Summit County Beekeepers Association. And welcome to the program.
Yes, thank you. Fun to be here.
Your organization has been on before.
Yes.
So we're thrilled to have you back. And today you get to be nominated to speak to. What is the Beekeepers Association all about?
So we are here to educate Summit County residents on keeping bees and the challenges, how to maintain them in the winter, how to maintain them in the summer, and keep them alive.
Now, this is your livelihood, your profession is you work with the county inspecting what is it called? What is you had the term for it? The apiary.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
This is a new thing I've learned. The apiary is
a bee yard.
A bee yard.
Each yard has an apiary. How many apiaries do you think there are in Summit County?
I'm going to take a random guess at 200.
400. There's like 380 registered apiaries in Summit County. Now, there's probably double that are not registered.
Is it illegal to have an unregistered?
Well, you're supposed to be registered.
You're supposed to be.
And then you have the inspector to come out, which would be myself.
Okay.
And we just help you do what you're doing better.
So the very first piece of advice, the thing we could do to educate the audience is register your apiary with the county.
But be educated.
Oh, there you go.
You don't want to be a bee haver.
Okay.
You want to be a beekeeper.
And the idea is you can help provide resources and advice and guidance to keep the bees alive.
Healthy. We'll check for mites is a big killer of hives.
Okay.
And make sure they're fed well, and you look for all kinds of different things as the inspector. Disease.
How did you get into this? You grew up in the area. You grew up in Copley, and you went to Ohio State. Well, then was this part of your college?
Oh, not at all. I was in another business and reinvented myself.
This is career 2.0.
Yes, we had land, and what can you do with the land? There's a shortage of bees. Well, that sounds pretty cool. So I looked into that, and it's all good.
The county has an incentive to make sure that the bees, that all of this continues. And
so all 88 counties have an inspector, and if they don't, the guy in Columbus, my boss, is Ohio Department of Agriculture. Okay. He goes out and inspects colonies just to make sure that there's no American foul brood, any disease going around that would kill the bees and impact pollination.
I should have brought this up in our pre-interview and discussing this before we went here live on the air, but there's a project at the Akron Canton Airport where they have, is that something you can speak to? Or there are things like, when I think of, they were in the news as using the land around the runway.
Right.
Do I have that right? And is that something you could speak to?
So that's just a beekeeper that has hives around the airport, and I've inspected them.
Of course.
And it's all good. And he's just like another apiary.
Okay.
So that's it.
Are there other examples in the area that you can name or talk about, or just in general say that, that why would people get into this, and what joy do they find in keeping the bees? I'm sure it's kind of fun.
It's miraculous.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever been in a hive?
I have not.
So you need to really do that to understand, to open up a colony and find the queen and find laying eggs and brood and honey and propolis and all of the good things that you find inside the hive. It's healthy. It's all good. If you're allergic to pollen, what better way to eat honey and get pollen every day is like an allergy shot.
What if people are afraid of the beehives, or they think, okay, I'm not doing this because I'm going to get stung, or a family member wants to do it, and you say, you can put on the beekeeper's outfit. What is this called?
So very seldom do you get stung, only if there's a zipper that isn't zipped.
And the beekeeper's outfit.
The bees find a way to get into that zipper and into your veil, and then they'll sting you.
Sure.
But if you're wearing your gloves and you're completely suited up, you have no worries.
Now, the other thing that we were talking about, the hornets and the yellow jackets, these are pests. These are a problem, and they're a problem for beekeepers.
Yep. So they're carnivores. So he wants meat, that wasp, yellow jacket, and they're going to sting you and take off and leave. Whereas, like I said, the honeybee is going to die. So the honeybee doesn't want to sting you. Only if you're pinching it, you step on it, or you're hurting their colony, taking out their honey, they'll get a little upset. But other than that, they're not going to sting you.
You have a workshop coming up. This is a virtual workshop.
Yeah.
And it's in February. It's coming up here.
Yep.
Tell me about it. Who leads that, and how can people watching, if they're interested in learning more about beekeeping, how can they sign up?
Yeah, so you sign up, go to Google Summit County Beekeepers Association, and right on the front page of the website, you can sign up for our classes, and it lists what all the classes entail. You get a book. There's going to be a class from 8 to noon, 3 days, 3 consecutive Saturdays on Zoom.
Sure.
So if you miss one, you just click the link and watch it, rewind it, watch it. And it's like drinking water from the fire hose. We cover a lot of material.
Sure.
So you're able to listen to our talk, ask questions, then go back and watch it again.
Now, how do you get the beekeeper starter kit?
So
you don't go to when you sign up for the Soapbox Derby, you can go on there and you can buy the stock car, the kit, right? And you do. So do you do this too, or you have a starter kit?
We give you all the information you need to go and buy the hive.
Sure.
And you have to buy your suit and the hive.
Sure.
And to get started. And then we show you all about the equipment, all about the inspections, all about the bees, all about the flowers. Everything is included.
Not to sound ignorant, but how do the bees arrive? Or how do you take me through?
Yeah,
I suppose that's why you go to the workshop, would be to learn this. But my first question is, where do you get the bees?
Yep, so we teach that. So once you have all your equipment, then you buy a box of bees, and you dump them in.
You get a box
and
of bees.
you spray them. You can get them in the mail. You can go pick them up.
The Amazon Prime truck shows up with a box of bees.
You can order the bees, and they'll take them to the post office.
He's running them to the door.
And they'll bring it to your, like I've ordered chickens in the mail.
Okay.
And the little chicks come to the post office, same as the bees.
Okay.
You can get them delivered, or you can go pick them up. There's a couple big suppliers in the area. Or I'll sell Nukes, is a 5-frame beehive with a queen, all of her prodigy, and eggs. And then you just take my frames out, you put them into your hive, and you're off to the races.
This sounds like a lot of fun.
So it's all good.
Okay.
Miraculous.
All right.
And the classes really go into depth and talk about all the different facets that you'll need to know.
There's got to be challenges. This, like everything, what are the biggest pitfalls, or people get into it and you didn't realize this? There's some work involved. Might be one.
Yes.
They're not low maintenance.
You got to inspect every week.
Okay.
You want to inspect it a weekly, 10 days, 7 to 10 days. Make sure they have enough food. Make sure the queen is there. Make sure there's eggs. Make sure everything looks normal, looks good, and we show you what that is.
Now, if you're out somewhere and say, I got to get home to feed the bees, people might say, so then that's an way to open up a discussion.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if they're right when you start the colony, is if you get a box of bees, you dump them in, they need food to go to the races. So you put sugar water in, and that sugar water they'll turn it into honey. And then they'll be able to feed the larvae, and it's just miraculous.
This is very cool.
The whole process.
I'm glad you could take the time to come on.
Yeah.
And I'm certainly thrilled that we could share this with our audience. This is fun stuff. And again, the workshop. This is coming up. To give us all the details again.
Yep. So you'll go to summitbeekeepers.com, and you can sign up as an individual or a family. We'll mail you an Amazon real good book written by Kim Flodham. He was a big beekeeper in Medina. You know, why is it the Medina bees is their mascot? You ever know that?
I just did. Just dawned on me now.
Yeah,
okay.
So it's because beekeeping was invented in Medina.
No kidding.
Believe it or not, that hive that I have, that everybody has all over the world, is 10 frames with bee space, just enough room for bees. It was invented by Langstroth in Medina. And now Medina is the Medina Bees High School. And if you go to downtown, they'll have a lot of linden trees. Mm-hmm. That is one of the best trees for bees. So when the guy was there, he was part of City Hall, and he planted all these basswood linden trees all over downtown. And it's because he wanted bees to be healthy.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
In all seriousness, I love learning new things about our area. There you
Yeah.
go. Now, this has got to be a fun thing for the family to do together.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
get kids,
you get the kids
uniform,
while they're young.
Bee suits for kids, all different sizes.
Sure.
And a little 2-year-old puts on his bee suit and he goes out. So I did an inspection. And he says, the little girl was there. Dad, there's the queen.
Sure.
You can, so it's all good. It's a family.
Maybe if you're not doing so well in science class or what the biology, there's a lot of science going on here.
Oh, it's all,
well, you know, do the report on your bee keeping that you're doing at home, you get an A.
Yep. And the kids are excited learning about nature when they see a bee on a flower. Maybe that's ours. She looks familiar.
But the bees don't fly away. How do you get? They stay with you. That's part of the kit and all the learning how to keep them.
2.5 miles away.
Okay.
So if I sell my bees less than 2.5 miles away, you put them at your house. Then at night they come back to my house.
And they can't. Can they fly at night? They can't fly.
No. But I'm saying they come back to where they know
before it gets dark.
So you have to put them more than 2.5 miles away, so that they'll stay in their colony.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's all good.
Wow. That's fascinating.
It's
there
all
it
good.
is. All right. We might get extra credit for actually educating our audience tonight about how this goes. Okay.
It's all good.
All right. So the workshop's coming up, and the Summit County Beekeepers Association. See, we learn something new every time we do a show. Randy Katz has been our guest, vice president of the Summit County Beekeepers Association. A lot of interesting things going on in our area, certainly. Stay tuned to AOH Primetime. We'll have a lot more coming up right after this.